So Christmas came early for Niger Republic. In the bid to tackle insecurity, our president of the Federal Executive Council meeting came up with the idea to purchase 1.4 billion naira worth of cars, not just cars, luxury cars, to help our Western neighbor, Western African neighbor. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, gave this confirmation, explaining that providing intervention in Niger Republic is not new, and it is the prerogative of the president to approve such a purchase. If I watched the clip when she was being asked questions concerning this, she kept using the word, the president made an assessment. The president made an, she kept using the word assessment. I'm thinking, our president, who has told us he's tired, he's making assessments, and he's old, and he's making assessment concerning stuff like this. What are your thoughts on this? So
at first, I was going to say, really, I don't have any outrage left in me when it comes to our issues. I'm desensitized to it. I'm like, I know you wake up one morning and you hear one thing, you hear the, worse. So I want to look at it a different way. Let me just try and see if I could, guess what they were thinking. So first of all, I know foreign aid, Nigeria, we get foreign aid from United States, and we understand that foreign aid is...
You're trying so hard.
Yes, I'm trying hard. So, let me go. So, I'm just guessing. Nigeria, big brother, as we say. Niger is our very close neighbor. And we've seen pictures of our very porous border between Niger and Nigeria. And a lot of us, we see a lot of Nigerians within our community. So, there's just really free movement. And if there's free movement of their citizens, there's also fear of free movements of terrorist bandits across our country. So I know that Niger, Chad, Cameroon were all in this fight against terrorism and banditry together. So Nigeria, being the big brother, is likely to put some money aside, towards foreign, aid, humanitarian aid, military aid like that, like the same way we receive from America. It's just that, I don't know, did this pass through the budget? Because this is something that would have passed through the budget. We would have been aware of it. We have looked at budgets every year it comes out, and I don't remember seeing this particular amount. And the second thing is what it was budgeted for luxury cars. It's not a Tucano, it's not Tucano jets we're talking about. We're talking about, I think I heard there are Land Cruiser vehicles that were bought with this money. So in what way are we helping them militarily or to fight terrorism with those cars?
People are asking, because BC asked, what's our president's interest? People are saying, is our president from Niger? I mean, maybe you are really from, maybe you're a Nigerian, because there have been various arguments saying that what is it about Niger? Because you are also building a train. Yes, you never finish that train, no? Is it from Kaduna? I'm not sure which state. Kano to Niger Republic. Now you're giving them 1.something billion. And you're thinking to yourself, what is this our interest in the Niger Republic?
So I thought I'd seen the worst of it when Baba Obasanjo at the time ceded Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon under just sort of just allowed it happen without any protest at all. People whose ancestral home was seated right here in Nigeria were now, giving their lands out. But then this one, we know that up north they have ancestral, common roots with certain tribes in Niger. We've had it read over time. The Fulanis, even they share and they intermarry a lot. So that can be an excuse. But in this one, considering that train, so when he started that project of the train, what came to mind is that we're still serving our colonial masters. We're still putting our trades routes to serve them. We're still, borrowing and committing, and our sovereignty, he questioned it for me. But this 1.something billion naira gift, this one is the height of it for me. We have a budget deficit we're borrowing to service. We have a debt servicing deficit we're borrowing to service. We have a budget deficit we're borrowing to meet up. We have ASU on strike. We cannot meet up that demand. We have our oil. We are importing the final product of what God has blessed us with. And we are, paying subsidy. We are borrowing to pay it. And we have insecurity we are fighting. We have to come on ground. We cannot meet it.
Cannot use
President, in his magnanimity, according to the Minister for Finance, Budget and Planning, in his generosity and in his own wisdom,
and his own assessment. I wish you could that clip.
Yes, he says that, you know, for security, they had to buy luxury cars.
Imagine that.
They did not buy Hilux. They did not buy APCs.
Tucano jet.
They did not buy Tucano jet, like Miriam said. They did not buy that for Niger, because if we had seen it was a military equipment that was being bought, or a military aiding vehicle, you will know that their aim is, of course, to, because, you know, we know this war is coming from the Sahel. ISWAP is from the Sahel. We are facing Boko Haram, and that area that leads to the Sahel, which is through Niger, will be what we are beefing up. I will understand it. I've made sense of it. I know.
Nima, let's not even forget something. So, I just realized that there's also a 30 billion that the federal government approved for the construction of 2 roads in Sokoto and Jigawa, connecting Nigeria's borders with Niger Republic.
Hey, again, no.
We are now Niger Republicans.
It was Amechi who was Minister for Transport, who tried to defend the trade. And what they said was that it was for trade. And that when trade was coming, it would mean that our ports here will become active. They make sense. But if you look at it, who's trade?
The cars are for the trade.
Morayo, who's trade? Who's trade? Who's trade?
How is this fighting insurgency?
Fantastic.
It's really important.
So if you want to be responsible, you will be responsible with sense and common sense. If you don't have it, that's why you're supposed to have your consultants and advisors in your cabinet that will tell you, Oga, I know that you have made your special assessment and you have seen that these people need so and so. But what exactly are they going to be using luxury cars for? These cars, do they have a bulletproof in the first place? Who is going to be fighting insurgency or criminality with a luxury car? What is the need for it? Secondly, even if you had to buy a certain kind of car, depending on the need of this country you want to help, what happened to Innoson Motors? Why don't you patronize your own people
and create employment?
And create employment.
Just drive the motor there.
Exactly.
That
So
1.4 billion
will come back. Exactly. Will come back to the country. So you are supporting and you are growing your economy. That's how a sensible government goes on with that kind of thing. I want the civil societies. Serap, where are you?
They don't. Now Serap they shout. Serap say we want the money back. Serap is speaking already.
Suing.
Not today.
Wait. It's not saying that today. It's going to start somewhere. We need to start suing this
we're all talking. That's what I'm
for
saying.
Inappropriate actions. We will sue. Let the justice system, the government, now people sue the government. Let the justice system.
The job right now, because there are 3 arms, right? Okay. So let the second arm, the legislature, the National Assembly, begin to probe this. Where did the money come from? Because I don't think it came through them.
Who signed the money?
So that's why we have them for checks and balances.
The money
drop is immunity 2023. Probe him.
Yes.
Let him to be as... Did he arrest Dasuki over security issues? We have to say a lot of this president should not go and I'm tired, nobody should declare any health issue when he leaves the office.